Start na.
Okay na? Okay, Viscerocranium. Nahanap natin ito, nasal bone, maxillary, tapos ito yung lacrimal sa likod, ethmoidal. Yung lacrimal absent. Pati dito sa kabilang side, absent yung lacrimal bone. Palatine bone, dito. Palatine process ng maxilla. Inferior nasal concave. Ito siya. This one. Vomer, zygomatic bone, cheekbones. Okay, zygomatic bone. Zygomatic bone has the frontal process of the zygomatic bone. Temporal process of the zygomatic bone. So, orbital surface of the zygomatic bone. Ito. Right here. Orbital surface. Temporal process. In between, merang zygomatico-facial foramen. Okay na.
Lights, camera, action!
Palatine bone. Sa palatine bone, palato-maxillary suture. Horizontal plate of the palatine bone. Itong plate. Greater palatine foramen. Right there. Lesser palatine foramen. Yung greater palatine foramen, posterior to it, to lesser palatine foramen. Mas maliit. Pyramidal process. Yan yung pyramid. Hamulus, pterygoid hamulus. Pyramid. Ito yung pterygoid hamulus. And then posterior nasal spine, this one. Posterior nasal spine. Anterior nasal spine. Okay? Okay. Maxilla. Ayan. Maxillary bone. Zygomatic process of maxillary bone. Frontal process of maxillary bone. Orbital surface of maxillary bone. Ito. Infraorbital foramen. Ito siya. Anterior nasal spine. Alveolar process. Incisive fossa. Palatine process of maxilla. Ito. Ito yung palatine bone. Intermaxillary suture. Itong nasa gitna.
Okay na? Ayan. Start na.
Ramus. Body. Mental foramen. Mental foramen. Mental tubercle. Left and right, lateral. Mental protuberance. coronoid process, condylar process, head of condylar process, ito. That's the head. Neck of the condylar process, neck. Pterygoid povea of the condylar process. Mandibular notch. Ayan, mandibular notch. Lingula. Ito yung lingula. That spike. Right there. And then we have mandibular foramen, yung hole. Mylohyoid groove. So sa foramen, there's a groove. It's mylohyoid groove. Mylohyoid groove. And then mylohyoid line. And then in between, sa mandibular fossa. Groove, line, fossa in between. Sublingual fossa. It's not very visible, pero it's supposed to be right here. Pterygomandibular raft. Hindi rin siya visible, pero in between maxillary, which is the bone right here, and the mandible, sa gitna nun, at the middle, pterygomandibular raft. Digastric fossa, supposed to be here. Inferior to the mental spines. These are the mental spines. The gastric fossa is supposed to be underneath the mental spines. Angle of the mandible. This one is the angle. Base of the mandible. Ito. Alveolar process. Interalveolar septum. Bony edges between teeth. And then oblique line right here by the coronoid process. This is the coronoid process. It's oblique line. Okay?